Hello, good morning to all of you. Now we will discuss the fantastic chapter quadratic equations. This chapter I like very much because it's a super easy chapter. Okay? Quadratic equations. What do you mean by quadratic? Quadratic means power is 2. That means ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. See, this is a quadratic polynomial. You already know that because the degree is 2. If the degree is 2 of a polynomial, we will call that quadratic polynomial, right? And if you equate that with 0, this quadratic polynomial will become quadratic equation. This is the standard form of a quadratic equation where a cannot be equal to 0. Why? Because if a is 0, this term will get vanished. So its degree will change to 1. It will become a linear equation, right? That's why a cannot be equal to 0. But b can be 0 or c can be also 0. This chapter I will teach you such a way that you will learn this very easily and you will say that it is very interesting chapter. Okay? This quadratic equation is useful to solve our daily life situations. For example, suppose we want to make a ground like this. Suppose we want to make a ground like this, whose length should be 1 meter more than the breadth. Okay? This is our plan. So what is our plan? We need to make a football ground. Let it be a football ground whose length is 1 meter more than twice of the breadth. Okay? You understood the condition? Now, so the first step, let breadth is equal to x. Okay? So, its length will be 2x plus 1 as given in the question. Okay, so we need to make a football ground of 400 meter square. Suppose the area is 400 meter square. It is given in the question. What is given in the question? We have to make a football ground of 400 meter square area whose length is 1 meter more than the twice of the breadth. Everything is written here. So this is a real life problem that we may face. To solve this, we need quadratic equations. I will show you how the quadratic equation is needed here. Breadth is x, length is 1 more than twice of x. It is given and the area is given. That means you know that area is length into breadth. That means length here is x. Now length is 2x plus 1 and breadth is x. So its product will give you the area. So area will be 400 meters square. Okay? If I open this bracket, it will become 2x square plus 2 minus 400 is equal to 0. See? Now you can cancel 2, so it will become x square plus x minus 400 is equal to 0. So it will become 2x square minus x minus 400 is equal to 0. Okay? This is the quadratic equation we want here to solve this problem. Okay? So here, how we can solve this? That is what we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay? To make you understand the basic, I discussed this thing. Okay? Here what did I do? Here we need to make a football ground of 400 meters square whose length is 1 meter more than the twice of its breadth. So let the breadth is x, then length is 1 meter more than twice. Then the area is length into breadth, that is given for 400. So if you multiply this 2x square plus x, 400 here you write in the LHS minus 400 equal to 0. So it is getting, this is the quadratic equations. This is how we deal with the real life problems with the help of quadratic equation. So to begin with, quadratic equation means an equation whose degree is 2. That is why the name given quadratic. Quadratic means the degree is 2. And it is given that a cannot be equal to 0. If a is 0, this term will get vanished. So it will not become a quadratic equation. Okay? This is what a quadratic equation means. It should be an equation and its highest power should be 2. See, here the highest power is 2. This is the meaning of quadratic equations. So we will use quadratic equations to solve all real life problems as well as the algebraic problems given in the textbook as well. Okay, so let's move on to the problems. So this is what you need to keep in mind. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now we will try to do some word problems. Okay. John and Giovanni together have 45 marbles. They got, John and Giovanni got 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each. And the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. We would like to find out how many marbles they had to start with. Okay. So first step is, this is example number 1. Okay. You can open your textbook, look at the question, and you can listen the solution. You can look at the solution. Okay. So see here. First, let number of marbles John had is X. Okay, John and Giovanni had 45 marbles together. That means if John had X, Giovanni will have 45 minus X, because together they got 45 marbles. Okay, so suppose if John had X, then the Giovanni had 45 minus X. The product of the number of marbles they now have is, means after losing 5 marbles. So they lost 5 marbles. So after losing 5 marbles, what would be the number of marbles John have? Will be X minus 5. And here also you reduce 5, it will become 40. So it is 40 minus X. Okay. And their product is given that 124. Okay, this is the question. John and Giovanni had 45 marbles and they lost 5 marbles. So suppose John had X, then Giovanni would have 45 minus X. After losing 5 marbles, John will have X minus 5 and she will have 40 minus X after subtracting 5 from each. And the product is given 124. Now our job is find how many marbles John had and she had. So multiply this. So this into this. First you listen how I am multiplying this into this. So 40x minus, then this into this. x square, then this into this, minus 200, then this into this, plus 5x is equal to 124. Okay, that means you write x square first, minus x square, this is done, plus 5x plus 40x means 45x, right? X into 40, 40x minus x square minus 200 plus 5x. 5x plus 40x, 45x. So this is done. Now minus 200 minus 124 is minus 324 is equal to 0. Okay? We got this means minus x square minus 45x minus 324 is equal to 0. See, this is in this form. So we got the liquid quadratic equation here. Okay, we got the liquid quadratic equation here. Okay, we already got the required quadratic equation, which is this. You multiply it to avoid this negative, you multiply with a negative 1 throughout. So we will get x square plus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. X square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. Okay? Here we are asked to form this quadratic equation only, not to solve this. So this is the answer for that. Okay? You might have understood very clearly. Okay? So, we will start exercise 4.1. This you should keep in your mind. The standard form of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a cannot be is equal to 0. Where a not equal to 0. Okay, now we will start our exercise 4.1. Okay, some questions we will do, the remaining we will do as homework. Okay, most important questions I will solve here. That is, the first question, check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. Here, first one is x plus 1 whole square is equal to 2 into x minus 3. This, we need to check that, is it a quadratic equation or not? So, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. If you open this, 2 into x, 2x minus 2 into 3, 6. So 2x here, 2x here cancelled. If there is a common term in the LHS as well as in the RHS, you can just cancel it. Okay? If there is a common term in LHS and RHS, you can just cut it. So the remaining thing is x square plus 1 is here, it will come here, will become plus 6. Plus 1 plus 7, x square plus 7 is equal to 0. Right? Am I right? You understood? Yeah, very good. So here you see, this is a quadratic equation. Why? Because here you see the power is 2. If the power is not 2, it is not a quadratic equation. Here, the power is 2. That's why it is a quadratic equation. Got it? So, the answer of this question is yes, it is a quadratic equation. That is the answer. Okay? We are asked to check, nothing else. Next one, x square minus 2x. X square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus x. Okay. Now, equal to, open this will be 6 minus 6 plus 2x. X square minus 2x Here you cannot cancel 2x and 2x because this is plus 2x, this is minus 2x. So you cannot cancel it. So you can take all terms in LHS. You can write all terms to LHS. X square minus 2x. This will become plus 6 minus 2x. It will become x square minus 2x minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so here you check what is the highest power? 2. So it is a quadratic equation, no doubt. Is it clear? Yes, good. This is how we can check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. How we can check? We will solve, we will simplify the given things, and at last we will check what is the degree. If the degree is 2, then it is a quadratic equation in x. If the variable is x, we will say that it is a quadratic equation in x. If the variable is y, we will say that it is a quadratic equation in y. Like that. So one more same model question we will do. X plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x into x square minus 1. X plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x into x square minus 1. That means a plus b whole cube. Yeah, who can say the answer? What is a plus b whole cube? Yes, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. If the power is 3, there will be at least 4 terms. That's it. So this is x cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Is equal to, now 2x into x square, 2x cube minus 2x. Got it? So a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Here 2x into x. Understood? Yeah. Now x cube plus 6x square plus 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12x plus 8. Take this side. So minus 2x cube plus 2x is equal to 0. Okay? Now x cube, like terms you operate each other. X cube minus 2x cube is minus x cube. 6x square is there already, so plus 6x square. 12x plus 2x, 14x plus 8 is equal to 0. See, here you can see the highest power is 3, not 2. So this is not a quadratic equation, this is a cubic equation, as it is a cubic polynomial. Okay, this is a cubic polynomial. If you get a cubic polynomial which is 0, we are getting cubic equation, not a quadratic equation. So this is not a quadratic equation. Why? Why it is not a quadratic equation? Because here the degree is 3. So easy to understand this chapter. Okay, I will wrap this. This is how we can check whether the given algebraic expressions are quadratic equation or not. Very nicely we can. The given thing you just simplify and last to check whether the degree is 2 or not. If it is 2, it is quadratic. If it is not 2, it is not quadratic. That's it. So first exercise is dealing with these type of questions. And some word problem we will see. Represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. So the first question is, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. That means the area is given 528 meter square. The length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. Length is more than the breadth. So breadth is the small thing here. So always it is like that, mostly. So the small thing we will substitute to x. Okay? So let breadth is equal to x. Then length will be, it is given that the length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. 1 more than twice its breadth. So 2x plus 1. As we discussed earlier, this condition is same here. So breadth is x, length is 2x plus 1. The length is, the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Okay, we need to find length and breadth of the plot here. So here it is given that x is the breadth, this is the length, and the total area is this. What is the area of the rectangle? Length into breadth, right? So this into this will be this. So that means 2x plus 1 into x is equal to 2x plus 1 into x will be equal to 528. If you open the bracket, you will get 2x square plus x. You write this in the left side, 528 is equal to 0. This is our required quadratic equation whose power, highest power is 2. Okay? Now we need to solve this. To solve this, we have different type of methods that we will discuss later. This question we are asked to form the equation. Okay? We already done that. Okay? So we will move on. We will move on. Before that, let me rub the board once. Alright? Yeah. Now we will move on to the next question. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. The product of two consecutive integers, consecutive means one after the other. So let one integer is equal to x. Okay. So the other will be, they are consecutive. So other will be x plus 1. That is the meaning of consecutive. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. 1 and 2 are consecutive. So if x is the first one, the consecutive number is x plus 1. So the second integer will be x plus 1, right? Understood? Now their product is 306. Their product is 306. So what is the product? 306. So that means x into x plus 1 is nothing but 306. You open the bracket, x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. Okay, this is how we can make the quadratic equation. This is the required quadratic equation. Okay, now we need to solve this. That I will explain when we are explaining the different methods of solving. That time I will explain. Now you are just understand what is a quadratic equation and how we can check whether one equation is quadratic or not, and how we can form the quadratic equation. Okay. And the remaining thing is solving it. How we can solve, we will discuss in next question. Okay. So this is how we can make it. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So let Rohan's age is equal to x. Now I am just teaching you how we can make the quadratic equations, not the solution. Okay? Solution we will do together. This question also we will do together. And then the mother's age will be 26 years older than him. That means x plus 26. The product of their ages. The product of their ages 3 years from now. 3 years from now means x plus 3. After 3 years, this will be x plus 3. After 3 years, this will be x plus 29. So after 3 years, the product will be 360. What we would like to find Rohan's percentage. So first of all, we need to form the quadratic equations nicely. So for that, you multiply this x square plus, so this is in the form of x plus a into x plus b. That means x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. So x square plus this 32x plus ab. That means 29 into 3, 87. So this you write here minus 360 is equal to 0. So this is nothing but x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the required quadratic equation here. This is the required quadratic equation. We will solve it. That we will discuss together. Now you just understand how we can form the quadratic equation from the given data. That is the most important thing. Okay. After getting this, solving this is very easy. Okay. Forming this is the main thing here. Okay. We will move on. X square minus, now x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So now, until now we discussed now we are going to discuss how we can solve it. Solve means how we can find the solution of this. That means how we can find the value of x here. Okay, in any quadratic equations. So first method, factorization method. So first method is method of factorization. That means you see here. I will explain that very clearly. Listen very carefully. You think about two numbers whose product is minus 10 and sum is minus 3. Okay? Because the product will be product this into this is the product. So 1 into minus 10 minus 10. Sum will be this coefficient of x is the sum. So it is minus 3. So therefore the numbers are, you listen how I am explaining this. So the numbers are product minus 10 and so we understood that numbers are 5 and 2 and that is minus 5 and plus 2. You write with the sign, it is minus 5 and plus 2. You write with the sign and in the left side you add an x and add an x. This is, I factorized this equal to 0. So if this equal to 0, x will be 5. If this equal to 0, x will be minus 2. So we got the value of x, two values, because the power is 2 of a quadratic equation. So we will get two values maximum. Okay, so x is equal to 5 and minus 2. We got it. Okay. So these are the roots of this equation. What we will call x equal to 5 and minus 2 are the roots of this given quadratic equation. This is how we can factorize and do. Okay, we will move on. Two x square plus x minus 6. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x square plus x minus 6. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Here you see product is this 2 into minus 6 minus 12. Sum is the coefficient of x, it is 1. Okay, this is how we can factorize, and this method is known as splitting the middle term method. This is the middle term. We are gonna split the middle term here. So now, first term, you think about two numbers whose product is minus 6 and the sum is 1. Whose product is minus 12, sorry, whose product is minus 12 and sum is 1. So you understand that sum is 1. Okay? So the product is a negative number. The product is a negative number. That from this information you can understand that one number is negative, one number is positive. Sum is positive, so the greater number is positive, smaller number is negative. Okay, and they are consecutive numbers. Then only you will get 1 here. So 4 and 3, you check minus 4 and plus 3 are the equal numbers. Minus 4 into 3 minus 12. Plus 4 and minus 3. Why? Because if you add this, you have to get 1, not a negative 1. So 4 into minus 3 minus 12. 4 plus minus 3 1. Okay, we got sum 1 and product. Now you put x in the left side and close the bracket. That's all. See, only one step you can remove the answer. If you think like this, only one step. Mentally we can remove the value. X is equal to minus 4, comma 3. So here what you can see, you just change the sign, you will get the value of x or roots of this required quadratic equation here. Got it? Understood all of you? Any doubt? No doubt, right? Good. Root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, this one we need to solve. Means here product is equal to this into this. So 5 root 2 into 5 root 2, root 2 into root 2, 2 into 5 10. Sum is equal to this. Sum always the coefficient of x. So that is 7. Okay. Now you think about two numbers whose product is 10 and sum is 7. Obviously it is 5 and 2. 5 plus are 10. And both are positive. No confusion here. So plus 5 and plus 2. Sum is 10, product is 7. Okay. Now we can split the middle term using this. We have to split the middle term using this information. Okay. So that means 5 and 2. So root 2 x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. This is the splitting the middle term method. And here you see what is constant, x is constant. Here you see what is constant, 2 is constant. Here x is constant. Let us take it. So it is root 2 x plus 5 plus root 2. If I take outside, it will be root 2 x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. I took x outside from here and I took root 2 outside from here. Now you take this term is common, you see, so you take that also out. So root 2 x plus 5 outside, inside x plus root 2, so equal to 0. Now you equate this with 0 and this with 0. You will get the value. So if root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. Okay? And if this is equal to 0, x is equal to minus root 2. So this is the answer. Okay? 4.23. Yes, minus 5 upon root 2 and minus root 2. So we are totally correct. You understood? This is the method of splitting the middle term, nothing else. Okay? We will do next question. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay? So let one number is equal to x. So the other number is equal to x minus 27. Then the product is x into x minus 27 is equal to 182, which is given here. So now x into x square minus 27 x minus 182 is equal to 0. Okay. Now the coefficient is 1, so it is so easy. You think about two numbers whose product is 182 and the sum is minus 27. What are the numbers? 13 and 14 you see. 27 we are getting. And 13 into 14. 14 you see 12, 8, 1, 182. Okay, so our required numbers are minus 14 and minus 13. Okay, after getting this you put x here and here also and equate with 0. Okay, now if this is equal to 0, x is equal to 14. If this is equal to 0, x is equal to 13. See how fast we got the answer. The numbers are 13 and 14 whose product is 182 and the sum is minus 27. The sum is 27. See 14 plus 13 27. The product is 182. Got it? This is how you can solve any questions from quadratic equations very easily. Let's move on. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. So that means two consecutive numbers, okay, and sum of whose squares is 365. So let one number is equal to x. They are consecutive numbers. So the next number, the second number, can be x plus 1 or x minus 1 also. Okay. And sum of whose squares is 365. So that means x square plus x plus 1 whole square means x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 365. Okay. 365 here. X square plus x square 2x square plus minus this will become here, so minus 365 will be minus 364 is equal to 0. You can cut 2, so this is nothing but x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Now think about two consecutive numbers whose product is 182. I think 13 and 14. The previous question also same numbers are coming. 13 and 14. The sum, so plus 14 and minus 13. Product is 182. And sum is 14 minus 1. So let's put the x in the left side. And equate it to 0. Now you will get, if this is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 14. If this is equal to 0, x is equal to 13. Okay? So the numbers are minus 13, minus 14. So therefore, numbers are, if we are taking this value for x, the numbers are minus 13, minus 14. Means here you square this and add this, you will get this, or 13 and 14. Why both of these are coming? Because we are squaring, right? If you square the negative number, it will become positive. The square of this, you find square of this and add. The square of 13 is 169. Square of 14 is 196. You add this is 365. See? If you use this and this also 365 coming. So there are two set of answers here. 13 and 14. But in the question, it is given that it is positive integers. So our answer is this only. Because in the question, it is given that the numbers are positive integers. So this is the answer. The sum of the squares of these two numbers. Sum of the squares of these two numbers. These consecutive numbers is 169 plus 196 is 365. So the given condition is correct. That's why we are taking 13 and 14, not minus 13 and minus 14, because in the question it is given that the numbers are positive integers. So how nice it is, we can solve. So this chapter, quadratic equation, is a great chapter and very interesting chapter. And I am sure you are getting interested in this chapter. Am I right? Isn't it so? Yes. Yeah. Good. Very good. Thank you.